Here's 7 of the best AI tools to help you make money online. Number 7, Quillbot. With AI tools becoming more popular, one of the fears is that the work that they're creating could be plagiarized, which is why you need this AI tool to help prevent that from happening. Quillbot is a tool that is used to rephrase work and to help prevent plagiarism. What it does is rewrite entire bodies of text through a simple copy and paste. Now, Quillbot's great because let's say this is from my own blog on how to buy your first Airbnb property. And if we go down to this, let's say second paragraph here, and then we copy this information over, and then we copy. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to run this through a plagiarism checker to be able to see if the content in this is 1, original, and 2, if it's able to find where this content is being posted. This is also one of the AI tools that we're going to be talking about later, RightCream. As you can see here, if I use this text that I got from my own blog, it says that it would 100% be plagiarized and that it sources a 93% match to the exact blog post where this content is coming from. What's nice about Quillbot is I can take this blog post that is from mine and I'm going to paraphrase it. So I'm just going to paste it in and then click paraphrase. And now it's coming up with a different version of that blog post. Essentially the same information, it's just reworded. So it's using synonyms and it's also restructuring sentences. I can have the mode or the way that which the text is coming out also different as well. So if I want it to be more simple, I can make this more simple, and then it's going to take all of my text, reword sentences, use simple words. Now what I can do is I can copy this information over. I'm going to go back to the plagiarism checker and I'm going to paste this in, check for plagiarism, and then you're going to see that it is not able to identify that the content is plagiarized. As you can see, it says it's a 94% unique and then 6% plagiarized. It's saying that there is maybe some references to this blog article here, and it looks like this is just a PDF. And if I click on this and see what it is probably going to be something very unrelated to whatever I'm talking about. I'm not too worried that this is plagiarized content. And just like that, you can now use content without worrying about infringing on copyright or plagiarism issues. And the nice thing is that Quillbot can also rewrite your content to various tonalities. So if you wanted a more simple tone, it could use more simple words, or if you wanted it to be a little bit more formal, it can do that too. Number 6, Jasper Chat. If you're a copywriter who writes for social media ads, landing pages, blog posts, or marketing emails, Jasper AI allows you to be able to write content in a fraction of the time. Jasper AI was developed for SEO experts and copywriters, and you can use it for optimizing and ranking your content in search engines. And one of its newest tools is called Jasper Chat. Jasper Chat allows you to interact with the AI as if you're talking with a natural human assistant. Jasper Chat also has a free trial, which you can use the link in the description down below. So let's jump onto the computer and I'll show you exactly what's inside of Jasper AI. All right, so this is Jasper, an AI writing tool. And when we go to the template section, you can see all the different ways that you can use Jasper for creative writing. Things such as documents, where it can help you write longer articles from start to finish, content summarizer to get bullet points, before and after bridge framework, content improver, engaging question. Maybe you're a social media marketing agency and you wanted to be able to come up with different Facebook ad headlines, primary text, Google ads, and then also for YouTube as well, such as video descriptions, hooks, outlines, titles. And then down here we have Jasper Chat, and this is similar to ChatGPT. So let's give this a prompt such as what day is today? Okay. Down here we can see some of the different prompts that we could use with Jasper Chat. I'm just going to ask, tell me how to buy a property for Airbnb. So I asked it, tell me how to buy a property for Airbnb, and it gives me a list of 8 different steps that we need to follow. Now I'm just going to say, tell me more information about number 1. The nice thing about Jasper Chat is that we can have it expound on specific bullets. And if I say, tell me more, I can probably get it to also tell me more information about a specific bullet, where we saw with other tools, when we tried asking it to expound on one particular number, it was just getting very confused and just said, the number 1 is the first number in the numerical system. So that's good. This is actually a usable feature within Jasper. Very similar to ChatGPT. And what's nice is that unlike ChatGPT, which is constantly down, Jasper Chat, it will be up most of the time, I imagine. All right, so now what we're gonna do, I'm just gonna go to the dashboard and we're just gonna start walking through some of the things that we can do. So first thing it wants us to do is to write a blog post. Now the blog topic is going to be how to buy a property for Airbnb. Tone of voice, professional, intended audience. We're gonna skip that, English, and let's do generate. So as you can see on the right here, we have the blog title, blog introduction, body, and then it has some different bullet points such as get financing, choosing your property. It is pretty basic and it doesn't have a lot of substance to it. So maybe there's another option option where we can get a little bit more of a robust blog post. I would probably be using Jasper for my blog, so I want to create a document, and then we have the option between free form with any template or a workflow. Well, the free form is going to be using any of the templates and then Jasper commands, and then workflows is writing specific content from start to finish using the most popular templates that are pre-bundled for you. I'm going to use the workflow and use one of their blog post templates. We're going to start workflow. Now it's asking to start. Step 1, put the blog post title, and this is going to be the blog post intro paragraph. So I already have a title in place. Just going to place this here. The audience is going to be for real estate investors, and then the tone of voice will be casual. We're going to click generate and see what it comes up with. So the popularity of Airbnb has exploded. There are now plenty of people looking to invest in Airbnb properties. You've never done it before. The process can seem a bit daunting. Fear not. And this post will walk you through everything. By the end, you'll be ready to start generating some serious income. Say next, and now just copy that over. Blog outline, blog post topic. So again, we're going to click generate. So this is going to be the outline of the blog post. And we can see here, it has 6 steps. Look for an area with high demand, find a property, work around how much you can afford, get pre-approved, research the local market, make an offer on the property. So we're going to click next. Look for an area with high demand, keywords to include. I'm going to click generate first. So again, I'm not seeing really any data in here. It is saying, take note of local regulations, which is good. Find a property that is in good condition and desirable location. Work out how much you can afford to spend on the property. Okay, so I'm going to expect some numbers in here since we're talking about how much you can afford. And again, no numbers. Pre-approved for a mortgage. We're talking again about numbers. I think with a lot of these AI generation tools, it's able to get the copy. So the copy, it looks good as far as what's being said. It sounds like it's coming from a human. It doesn't look like it's an AI that's writing it, but I can also tell that a lot of the information is just more so generic. It is finding this information, aggregating it, and then just spitting it out into kind of like a word vomit, which can be good if you're just trying to create a lot of content. But if you're trying to create content with substance, then you're going to want to do a little bit more research than just regurgitating what these tools are going to do for you. So in the case of myself, I have a dedicated blog writer, someone that I pay who is researching, getting data, and able to create this content for us. I might have them potentially use a tool such as Jasper in order to be able to, let's say, brainstorm ideas, come up with outlines for topics, and then they can use that information to be able to have a base foundation for how they're going to be creating their blog posts. And then we'd want to go in and then add more substance to it, more numbers, more figures, more references, because that's also important information. Unless you're just really trying to create a lot of fluff content, then maybe that information is not that important, and using a tool just as is might just work for you. But if you are trying to rank on Google, you are going to want to stand out. And if everybody's just kind of repurposing the same generic content, then there's nothing really going to differentiate your content versus anybody else's. Once that is all done, I'm just going to click compose, and we can keep clicking compose, and then it just keeps on adding more to it. So if we just wanted Jasper to keep talking, we can have it just keep writing, and we can keep clicking compose, compose, compose. And then this looks like it's the end. And then I have the option, looks like somewhere over here, where we'd be able to save the content. We can see the word count up here. You can add images and edit essentially the whole blog within this one tool. Clicking on templates, I'm going to look at the video topic ideas. What's the topic of the video about? And let's just say it's how to buy your first property, tone of voice, casual, keyword to rank for, buy property for Airbnb, generate. So these are video topic ideas, what to look for when buying a property, buying an Airbnb property, the different types of properties that are good for Airbnb, how to calculate whether an Airbnb property is a good investment, tips for improving your Airbnb, legal things you need to consider, how to find and contact the right people to help you with your purchase, the basics of real estate investing and why Airbnb is lucrative. These are all, I would say, pretty good topic ideas that we could definitely make videos about. And what's really impressive is that just based on this one topic idea, it's able to come up with a bunch of different topics that we could potentially build on top of. Are these the best titles? No, these are really just more of brainstorming, and we can use this to be able to create scripts or do more research. But I definitely think that this tool can be pretty helpful if you are trying to brainstorm for your YouTube channels. Over here, it has this thing called a tweet machine. So generate viral tweets for Twitter. What is your tweet about? Let's just say how to buy your Airbnb property, and then factual yet witty. And we'll click generate and see what it comes up with for tweets for our blog title. Step 1 for buying an Airbnb property, check out the local rental market, see how much you can make. Step 2, get pre-approved. Step 3, buy your property. Step 4, research schools, parks, areas. I think the information is a little bit light. site, and that just might be because it's Twitter. I'm going to give that one a pass for now. Just looking at Jasper for what it is, I think that it has a lot of flexibility for what you can do with it. The Jasper commands, the things that you can do with Jasper. I know that this is an older tool that's been around for much longer than a lot of the other tools out there. Very robust. Maybe if you are just starting off, there's definitely some other tools on this list that I think may be able to help you a little bit more if you need help with the whole creative process and finding out what is the best blog writing tool for you. Going over to the templates again, I'm going to go click on the mini VSL, video sales letter. And what's pretty interesting about this, being in the sales and marketing space myself, a VSL, it's something that you are using in order to sell your product. Like the name entails, video sales letter. What's nice about this, I'm just going to say, my name is Julian, company is Short-Term Sage. What is your ideal buyer audience? Men and women between the ages of 25 and 40 who want to get started with Airbnb. List your key benefits and features. Start an Airbnb without owning property. Get started with $0. Generate $10,000 a month. What is the current pain or circumstance your customer is facing now? Wants to make an extra $1,000 a month without owning property. As you can see, it asks you for a lot of different questions in order to be able to build out this VSL, and then we'd be able to click generate, and then I'll take all this information and then spit out a video sales letter that's between 60 to 90 seconds long. So if we only give it limited information, we're only going to get a limited script. But what's pretty cool is we don't even need to fill out all this information, and we are able to get something that is very direct response sales copy. In the next 60 seconds, I'm going to reveal how you can get started with Airbnb without owning property and generate an extra $1,000 per month. If you're like most people, you probably thought about starting an Airbnb business, but you don't own a property and you don't have thousands of dollars to get started. Well, I have good news for you. With my system, you can get started with Airbnb with no money down and generate an extra $1,000 per month. All you need is a computer and an internet connection, and I'll show you how to get started. So if you're interested in making $1,000 a month with Airbnb, click the link below to download the free guide. Now, I would say that's really good for the limited amount of information that I gave to it. It was able to generate something that is very direct response, and I haven't seen something like this before that's able to generate such good copy with very limited information. So Jasper is an interesting tool from the looks of it, but you got to check out some of these next tools that are coming up because they might actually even blow Jasper out of the water. Number 5, ChatGPT. Now, I'd be pretty remiss if I didn't include the AI chatbot that has completely taken the internet by storm, ChatGPT. From solving problems, writing stories, debugging code, ChatGPT can literally do it all. Some people are even using ChatGPT for the purpose of providing business summaries or even essay writing. So yes, there are countless ways that you can make money online using ChatGPT. The only thing about ChatGPT is that you need to learn the art of creating the best prompts in order to get the right responses that you're looking for. And lucky for you, I've already created a video going over some of the best prompts that you can start using in order to get the results that you're looking for. Number 4, Notion AI. If you're into productivity, then you may have heard of the popular tool called Notion. As of the time that I'm recording this video, Notion AI has not been publicly made available yet. So if you'd like to join that waitlist or see if it's available, you can use the link down in the description below. So what is Notion AI and what is it going to do for you? From what we know so far, Notion AI is very similar to ChatGPT, but it gives you the convenience of having it all within the Notion environment. And this means that you don't have to copy and paste over from ChatGPT, as everything will be integrated into the Notion platform. Number 3, Artsmart AI. Artsmart AI is a tool used to generate AI images. If you're not a techie person, don't know the right prompts, or if you're just trying to save some money, Artsmart AI is a great tool. What makes Artsmart AI unique is just how easy it is to get variations of your images and even replace specific sections that you want to update. So right now we're in Artsmart AI, and you can see some of the different tools that it has available for us. So we have the playground, which is where you can recreate images similar to Midjourney, except a lot more user-friendly, and I'm going to be showing you just in a minute. It has some really great features like I previously mentioned, such as being able to actually remove specific parts of the art and have it be recreated. Tunes, which is where you're able to create your own AI avatars. If you saw one of the popular tools called Lensa, which was getting really popular on social media, this is your own version where you can get a lot more detailed and customized with how you're playing around with your AI images. Hyper-realistic mode, where you can take an image that may look a lot more AI generated or more cartoonish, and then you can make it look more hyper-realistic. And one of the future tools that they're currently working on is outpainting, where you can actually extend the image beyond the original borders. Really awesome tools here. I'm excited for that outpainting one as well. First, we're going to go to the playground and I'm going to show you around in here. On the left, we have some different features such as the mode, where you can have it in standard, semi-realistic, or hyper-realistic mode. The prompt section, so this is going to be where you're going to be putting in specific prompts. I'm going to show you what types of prompts you're going to be putting in there because it's a little bit different than an AI writing tool like ChatGPT in terms of how you're going to to be communicating with these image generation tools. Image to image is where you can actually upload an image and it'll try to create a similar image to that, but also have it be unique, original. And then you can also change the dimension of your images, which is a really cool feature as well. On the right here, we're going to have different presets. If you're not really great at coming up with a bunch of different prompts, like for me, I don't know necessarily what types of prompts I need to be inputting. If you just click on these, it'll add all these prompts in order to make the image look like you want it to. This one is for a cartoon. And then if we wanted to do a cyberpunk, it'll give us all the keyword prompts for cyberpunk. If we wanted to do a drawing, it'll give all the keywords for drawing. Those are some of your presets here. My images is where you can play around with your own images that you generate. It'll save them. And then you can also look up images. If you wanted to look up like images of dogs, you can see what other images have been created as well. From what I've seen, it just takes a minute for these images to come up like this. You can see here, there's a dog. We can click on this. We can put the prompt so it'll come up with a similar image to this one. And we click down here, generate, and now it's going to come up with a similar image to this dog. So that's our cute cyberpunk dog. And we can see different images down here related to the keyword that we put in. The other thing that we can do is camera angles. So if we wanted to have a prompt for a specific type of camera angle, such as a full shot, go over to here, we'll click on full shot, or we could do close up, and it'll add that keyword to our prompt area. I'm just going to do this, extreme close up, or we'll do full shot, and then we'll paste our prompt, and now we'll click generate. And now we have a full shot of a cyberpunk dog, or we could go here, get rid of this one, and then we'll do a close-up. And this is the close-up of the dog. You can also see some different other camera shots that you could do, such as rack focus, soft focus, different shot angles. You can get really creative here with these different prompts to just to get the perfect image that you're looking for. You also have artists. So if you wanted to model a specific type of artist, these are available. Painting styles, and then other is just some other keywords that they are going to be throwing in here. One of the things that I really love about this tool is the ability to be able to modify the image. So for example, we have this image of a dog wearing this cyberpunk suit. And if I wanted to, let's say, have a cat instead, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go around and going to just circle around the dog part, and we are going to put a cat instead. So as you can see, it's trying to come up with a new image just for the section. I didn't really like how it came out. I'm just going to try again, see if it can come up with something to replace that dog face. And just like that, now we have a cat instead of the dog. Maybe I wanted to change the ears. I'll go here, change out the ears. We're going to do cat ears. And just like that, now we have cat ears. All right, I don't like the cat anymore. I want to do a different image, but I still like the body. I still like everything else about this image. So now I'm going to do a duck face, and don't really like how that one came out. I'm gonna try again. Okay, I think it's giving somebody the duck lips. That's not really what I meant. Try again. And I might like this one. This one is okay. So as you can see, it's a really cool feature that's fun to play around to be able to get the perfect image that you're looking for in case you really like something and you wanted to keep that same aesthetic. And the nice thing is we can go to My Images, and it's going to have all of the other images that we created. So let's say we have our original cat. We can click on here, click on edit, and let's say I wanted to get back to the cat. Now I've got the cat. The image to image, I'm going to show you briefly how this one works. So I've got this image of the Great Wave off Kanagawa. This is one of my favorite pieces of art. And if we go here, I'm going to go to presets, and I'm just going to have more of a cyberpunk aesthetic. So Great Wave off Kanagawa, and then we're going to click cyberpunk, and let's generate the image. So when we do the image to image, it's going to try to recreate the image as close as possible to the original while still adding in the specific features that we're looking for. Didn't really like how that one came out, so I'm just going to generate it again. Okay, so this one's a little bit different. Still looks very similar to the original, also slightly different. And you can see when I get rid of the image and I'm just letting it go off of just the prompt and not based on a specific image that I'm trying to have it recreated as, you can see it's going to look different than what it originally was trying to go for. It's in Tokyo now, very different. Next, we're going to go to My Tunes. And when you go here to your tunes, you can see My Images right here. What I did is it asks you to upload around 20 photos of yourself, and then it generates all these different images for you. The original ones start at the bottom, and you can see here, the ones that I was actually really impressed with were these ones. Looking at this, I mean, that looks really exactly like me, except my hand looks a little funny. A lot of these tools have, problems with hands and fingers. This one, pretty close. The hair is a little, little funny, but I guess it recognizes that my hair is a little poofy. Right from here, you can start to play around with the prompt. If I wanted to say Midwestern style, one of the hacks that I like to use, I'll copy the output from one of these because it does have a lot lot more better keywords that I don't usually come up with. So I'm just going to do here, and I'm going to do portrait of a man in Midwestern cowboy style. And then it's got the camera angle, medium shot, handsome, muscular, stylish, high detailed, trending, handsome long hair, hyperrealism. And let's just do that. So it says usually takes about 1 to 5 minutes to generate all of these images. You can see here, I also played around. I said as a monster. Here I did as Japanese samurai, different types of keywords I used in each one. These ones are kind of cool. You know, it looks, I guess, somewhat like me, but also not really. So you can see here, it says queued ETA about 4 minutes. So we're just going to wait that out. What's also really fun about these different tunes is, let's say I really liked, can go and I can click on open it in new playground. And now we have this image open. And let's say I wanted to play around with my hair. We'll just go, I don't know, afro. Let's try something else. All right, so that is my afro hair. That is not really what I was looking for, but I suppose that's the best that I can come up with right now. All right, it's got more of a kind of a spiky hair. I'm okay with that. I thought the other one looked a lot more realistic. We're just gonna go to my tune, see if the other one came up yet. All right, so this is the Midwestern cowboy style. So I'm not really seeing the cowboy here. It looks like it made me shirtless for some reason. Okay, I've got my resting bitch face. Okay, but yeah, you can see the images. Not that one. That one's a little funny, and the finger looks a little weird. All right, it's got long hair. It's got the poof on top, and then my body. So yeah, that is the tunes. And obviously you play around with the keywords, you're able to get different types of outputs. So that was just me coming up with one on the spot. So this is Artsmart AI, really fun tool to play around with. And you can also use this for being able to, let's say, do jobs on Fiverr, or if you're trying to create, let's say, books, you could use this in order to also have the same images and maybe like a specific type of image that you wanted, being able to just recreate the scene, changing up the angles, etc. It's got all those different prompts for you. Great tool. Number 2, RightCream. If you wanted to create AI images, do voiceovers, write for your blog posts, pitch investors, have a ChatGPT-like assistant, RightCream literally does it all. I've never seen a tool that has so many different AI tools built into it all at once. So this is RightCream, and I showed you the plagiarism checker earlier because what RightCream is, it's an all-in-one AI tool for you. It has image generation, pitching angel investors, email personalization, has that plagiarism checker like we were talking about. It has so many different AI tools all built into it, which is why I think RightCream is such a great tool. I wouldn't say that it's the best at any one specific thing, but it does have so many different options available for you. It also has a ChatGPT-like assistant where you can type in your specific messages and then it will be able to respond to you, creating blog posts, etc. You can create blog posts from the specific tool. You can come up with outlines, ideas, Facebook ad copy. So maybe you are a social media marketing agency and you're looking for an all-in-one type of AI writing tool for different types of scenarios, such as trying to get new clients or personalizing an email, etc. You can do that all from the RightCream tools. So I'm just going to show you a few of the tools that are currently available. We have an image generation tool here. What I'm going to do actually is I'm going to go down to ChatGenie and I'm going to say, write me a prompt for your image generation tool. The image is of a dog in space. Let's just see what it comes up with. Create an image of a dog in space surrounded by a multitude of stars and galaxies. So I'm just going to take this, going to go to the dashboard, image generation, paste this here and generate. And there's our dog in space. We could do it again, generate a new image. All right, so there's our funny looking dog in space with the galaxies. We'll do another one. All right, so this is a cartoon style. So obviously this one, very basic. It's just a one line of the image prompt section and then you click generate. RightCream also works on a credit basis. So every time that you do a new activity, it uses one of your credits. LinkedIn personalization, which is pretty unique. I'm just going to go to somebody else's, for example. So we might go here to this person, and let's say I wanted to reach out to them. I could just go here and paste in the URL, and then it's going to say, hey Lauren, I was looking for a professional who could help me with marketing and lead generation needs. I was delighted to learn about your role with Minute, so to learn more. And this person is working with this company called Minute. You can do some personalization there. And again, this would be great if you're a social media marketing agency, lead generation, anything like that. I showed you ChatGenie, and I'm going to have another video more in depth talking about specific AI writing tools. RightCream is going to be one of them, so definitely subscribe if you haven't already. Create a voiceover, which is pretty unique. So if you're into creating content online and you wanted a voiceover, we could have a script put out here. So let's say I wanted to take my blog post and have a voiceover created. I'm going to take this, go here. We can choose the language, has a bunch of different languages available, and then the voice, the speed at which it's going to be talking. And now I'm just going to click on generate, and this is it. So pretty unique in case you wanted to do voiceovers. If you're responding to questions on Quora, you can do that. We do a paraphraser so we can rewrite our text for us. So what I'm going to do, and this is similar from what it looks like to Quillbot, except maybe a little bit less advanced. We're going to take this text from our blog, paraphrase, and see what it comes up with. It looks like it's highlighted some of the different words that it's getting synonyms for, and it looks pretty similar to the original, except it just changed out some of the words. I wouldn't say that this is the specialist in any one specific tool, but I definitely think if you're looking for a lot of different tools and you want something that's budget friendly, RightCream is a great option. Number 1, RightSonic. So this tool may have just created an overpowered version of ChatGPT called ChatSonic. ChatSonic is one of the tools from RightSonic, which is one of the leading AI tools for writing blog posts in the industry. Like Jasper AI, RightSonic can create blog posts, but at a much more affordable cost than Jasper. This is RightSonic, and what makes RightSonic unique compared to other AI writing tools is that it is specific to SEO, copywriters, anybody that is in the writing space online. You can see here, it has specific tools for articles and blogs, ads and marketing, general writing, e-commerce, social media, website copy, and then some other tools. This is going to be able to help you to write blog posts more efficiently. With RightSonic, you're able to get very detailed, very in-depth content. And one of the really cool new tools is ChatSonic. What makes ChatSonic very unique, and I have a whole nother video coming out which is going to be going in depth with ChatSonic, but ChatSonic, what is so cool about it is that it actually uses Google data. So you can see here, include the latest Google data, and you can see some of the prompts that it says. So it says here, write factual content on the latest topics, including today's news. Tell me more about the upcoming meteor event happening in February 2023. We can click on that. It can also do things such as create digital artwork and visuals for any purpose. So create an HD wallpaper. So if I click on this, let's see what it comes up with. So you can see here, we typed it in, and then in the chat, it actually gave us what we're looking for. We can give voice commands, and then we can have it create specific types of use cases. So emails, articles, essays, etc. One of the really cool features that I want to highlight is the upcoming news. Tell me more about the upcoming meteor event happening in February 2023. We click on this, and it's going to give us references to where it's pulling this information from. So it's saying the Gamma Normans meteor is set to peak during these times, and then it gives this reference 1, and then you can click on this and it'll actually take you to the website where it's pulling that information from. This meteor shower is best viewed in the early mornings, and then I can just say, will I be able to see this from Bogota, Colombia, since that's where I'm at right now. I'm just going to click enable memory just to make sure that it can remember that last response, and let's see what it says. So it says here, absolutely, you'll be able to see the Gamma Norman meteor shower from Bogota, Colombia, and then it gives references here, and then there's actually an article that says, can the Gamma Norbid be seen in Colombia? I'll click on then, and then it takes us to this page where that information is from. Really powerful tool. We can also click on Photosonic, and we can also come up with images. If you are looking for an AI writing tool that can also create images, this is going to be able to do that as well. I'm gonna go back here, and then we're going to use the AI article writer, and we want to click on this, and let's say we want the topic to be on how to buy a house for Airbnb. We can click on search keywords, and what it's going to do is it's going to look up different keywords related to this topic that we want it written. So here's all the keywords, and then we can select specific keywords that we want to target. It's going to have keyword, the volume at which the keyword is being looked up, the keyword difficulty. So if it's something that we'll be able to do, if it's 33, it's going to be more challenging than a word, how to invest in Airbnb. And then we can also see the traffic for the keywords as well. So here we can get ideas. If we don't already have ideas for it, we click on get an outline, so we can get an outline for the article. The title is going to be how to buy a property for Airbnb. We can include some of our keywords, Airbnb investing, for example. We can change the tone of voice, the point of view, and then a call to action, such as sign up for our free training on starting a business with Airbnb. And we can generate outlines. If you'd like to be able to see more in-depth training with any of the specific tools that I mentioned throughout this video, leave a comment in the comment section down below, and I'll be able to show how I can use these different tools in my own business in order to generate more traffic, more business, and more income. Now, if you want to see me publish a book live using ChatGPT, then I definitely recommend you watch this video right here. Talk with you all on the next one.